streaks of blonde through it, long in length, past my shoulders. Oval, I think. Pointy, but can be double sometimes.
What about your nose?
Kind of long with like a little ball on the end of it.
How about your lips?
My top lip is thinner than my bottom lip. I would not say they're full. Wrinkle? Wrinkles on my forehead? Not really, though. A little bit of freckles.
It is very, very pretty. It goes straight from probably the top of her head to her shoulders, and then it has these nice curls that like curl up at the end, and it is a nice like brown and like some highlights of like
Can
blonde.
you describe her face shape for us?
Her face is like an oval, but like her face is an oval, but it has a little bit of circle.
Can you describe her eyes and eyebrows for us?
Her eyebrows are very like a thin kind of arch, but not too thin that they're unseeable. They like have a nice arch to them and a very sharp edge at the bottom. And her eyes are beautiful. They fit her face in a way that it's not small compared to her face. Her nose is thin. It's kind of like narrow. Her lips are very thin. They're like thin, but they're not like plump, but they're like they're big, but they're not like plump.
For me?
Straight, black, long.
And like your chin structure?
It's kind of pointy.
And can you describe your eyes for us?
They're big and brown. They're dark, pretty full.
Can you describe your nose for us?
It's kind of big. It's Italian nose.
Can you describe your lips and your mouth for us?
I think they're pretty average, not thin, not thick.
It's a little bit longer than shoulder length. It's straight and it's black, dark.
Can you describe Judith's face shape for us?
Oval. A little bit like a longer face shape.
Can you describe her eyebrows for us?
Oh, she has beautiful eyebrows, very manicured, same that like dark as her hair, with a nice arch, like a high arch. She has like rounder eyes. They're pretty big eyes. That's a little bit more inset. But she's fairly large eyes, brown in color. Fairly a little bit of a larger nose, not like a small one. That at the tip of it is sort of like a little bit more rounder. it suits her face well. It's not like you look at her and think that she's got a really big nose. It suits her face well.
Lips for us.
She has, I would say normal size lips. The bottom lip's a little bit fuller than the top. And she always has beautiful red lipstick on. So her lips are always pronounced.
Can you describe your hair for us?
It's blonde and it's straight. It's kind of long. That's a weird question. Like round.
Can you describe your eyebrows and your eyes for us?
My eyes are green and they're round, and my eyebrows are kind of light and eyebrow shaped, arched.
Can you describe your nose for us?
It's like wide.
Are they thin or
Big? Yeah, they're thin.
Can you describe Molly's hair? What it looks like, its length?
It's blonde, I think. It's kind of long. Like it's like here. Maybe.
Can you describe her face shape for us?
It's like an oval.
Can you describe her eyebrows and eyes for us?
They're green. Her eyes are green and round. Her eyebrows are like, blonde. I mean, there's a little bit of an arch.
Are they bushy or non-bushy?
I feel like they're not bushy. They're kind of like,
So, can you describe your hair for us? The length, the cut?
I'd say I'd have like medium length hair. It's pretty blonde. It's curly right now, but it's naturally wavy.
Can you describe your face shape for us?
It's like shaped like a brick, kind of like an elongated brick. It's pretty like I have pretty defined cheekbones, but I also have really chubby cheeks, like plump, and then I have a pretty defined jawline. It's kind of like, it's a big square, honestly, a big rectangle. I don't know how to describe the shape. They're kind of like straight on an angle going up, and then they have like a point. They're more squared than rounded. And my eyes are like, I'd say my eyes are kind of close together. Not like really close, but closer than most. And then they're blue, and I don't know how to describe the shape, like a fat almond. Pretty round at the tip of my nose. It's like a ball, I would say, on the tip of my nose, and it's kind of crooked because I broke it, but it's not really crooked. But it's kind of big.
Can you describe your mouth and your lips for us?
I have a pretty small mouth. My upper lip is kind of thin, but my bottom lip's kind of full. It's not super thin, but it's not as plump as the bottom. It's basically the size of my nose.
It was like she had blue-gray eyes, really white, straight teeth, like average-sized nose. Her face shape was like kind of square with like a little curvature at the end.
How about her hair?
Her hair was like bleach blonde, I think. And her eyes were like the gray blue. And her eyebrows were like not too much of an arch, just like a little
Can you
bit.
describe her nose for us?
Her nose was like kind of small, but it was like really symmetrical. Like her face was very symmetrical, and like her nose was like kind of small.
Yeah.
The top lip was like small, like kind of small, but her bottom lip was like big and like plump in a way. And yeah.